Welcome back, everybody. We have just spent some time off screen setting up a whole bunch of EC2 servers and making sure that our game runs on there. So let's go to Mobile Analytics. We should see more than one user in there this time. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? It'll be over here, top left. 8. We have 8 users. Woo! Now, that means we've got lots of data in the S3 bucket. I have already gone to the full subdirectories of everything, loads of stuff from today, and so we can come back in here and run this query, and it'll go, nope, exact same data, because I forgot to actually reload it.
So you have to run cells above.
Yep, so let's scroll all the way to the top, and we will reload from the game's analytics data, filling in time while that runs itself. Then I can also just get ready to cache the stuff, cache the data as soon as it's finished loading, which will run itself and take itself some time. So we'll run this one as well so that it'll actually cache that data. And now back down to where we were, answering our first question of how many unique users and unique devices. Run it.
You didn't make the new JSON data frame.
Thank you, Nick. I was about to have a freak out and be all like, what? Where's my stuff gone? This one here, DF Analytics create or replace temp view. So let's run this. Now JSON data is pointing at the correct data frame. And run this guy, and we should have some proper data.
Yay!
Ah, yes, look at all of our client IDs. Client IDs is what I want to see.
What's up with the device IDs being null though?
Yeah, I guess some of the EC2 servers just don't want to give us the device ID.
But don't the device IDs a generated hash? Did we generate them?
No, we didn't generate it. It's generated by it's what the computer already has against itself.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't exist in some of those things. So bugger. Oh well.
Let's get device type. Device model.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see what they are. So new cell here. This one, select.
Especially considering yours says Surface Pro 4 or something like that, doesn't it?
Mine does, and that was under attributes. Attributes dot device model device type. Attributes dot device model and dot device type. Put a distinct on these two. And what do we have? Does an EC2 server tell us much about itself? It says it's a HVM Domuzen.
Okay, so that's the
that's
CPU, isn't it?
That's all of the
CPU.
Yep, that's all the EC2 servers right there.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we've only got desktop stuff because we only have desktop stuff. So let's actually answer this question here now. So how many unique users and unique devices do we have? So the way that I answer that question is to put a star on there. What was that, sorry, Nick?
Group by?
It is indeed a group by. We get the cells that we want, and so I'm putting in select star to say this is the way we would have done it. We've gone to select star and then found the columns that we wanted, which was in this case device ID and client ID, and then we put in a group by, and we'll do a client ID. We don't really need to do a client a group by in this case. Yeah, I was just thinking we don't really need the group by, I don't think. Anyway,
why not? We do if we need to count.
If we do want to count, yeah. And we'll call this one as unique users. Rightio, so count of all of the times we see client IDs, group by client ID gets us that. Means we don't really need distinct on this because it's going to group them anyway. The group by is also going to need device ID because we have something in the select statement. It must be in the group by unless it's in an aggregate function. So we'll run this and everything's going to come back with
unique users.
Oh, it's got a space in there. Underscore. So when it gives you an error, Spark will try and identify where it is. So in this case, it's saying -- somewhere along here is the problem. So it's giving us kind of like underlining, then arrowing up. And it doesn't like that unique users was 2 words. So we'll run that. And it'll go, hooray, awesome. In this case, the count is just giving us a count of the times it has seen this particular thing, any of these client IDs. So this one here, it has seen quite a lot of. So that's actually this laptop.
It seems like it. But it's counting events, not counting.
It's counting the amount of times it has seen the client ID. Yes. So to finish this one off, we will switch this around and go with CTE client IDs.
Yeah.
As, and then open the brackets, and then close the brackets. Kind of winging this one quite a lot here, aren't I?
Mm.
Select count star as unique blah, blah, blah. Unique users from CTE client IDs. Alright, cool. So this is going to grab us all of the client IDs, which we're going to put a distinct over them. And then...
Oh yeah, this will work, yeah.
We don't want this group by here anymore.
Oh.
And we don't really need the device ID because we were just seeing if we had lots of devices in there, but we'll bring it along anyway. So now we're going to say get the distinct client IDs. Now that that's inside of its own table, which has been deduplicated, we can do a count of the deduplicated rows inside of that table, and it'll go, this is how many client IDs I have.
Cool.
So we can see we've got 13 unique users so far. 13! Hang
13's
on.
weird.
Yeah.
Should we have, oh, because it's counting... Oh, it's counting null. No, wait.
8. I had that with attributes.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yep, okay, cool. So basically, how many distinct client IDs do we have? So what was the point in me bringing in device IDs? The point of that is so that I can talk about what I'm about to talk about.
Yay.
Which is, let's say that I am I have a game on my laptop, and I also have a big sale going, and so someone goes, you know what, I'd like to put it on my desktop as well, or I'd like to put it on my other laptop as well, or my wife's laptop, or whatever. Using some other field that is not the client ID, you could change this one to something like a sign-up email address. So then we'd be able to see how many times we see a particular email address.
Oh, right. So we can actually say which user was on one device.
Exactly. So then we could say, if I log on with richardmord@gmail.com or my username, then it could say, I have seen this username on so many devices. So therefore I can say, I have richardmord@gmail.com has installed this game on 3 platforms.
Cool.
Or if you then introduce another game into your environment, you could then have how many different games that I, as a developer, have out there. How many different games has each user actually played? So we'd see richardmord@gmail.com will be on game 1 and game 2. Hey, he hasn't been on game 3 yet. Maybe I could use that as a way of identifying his email address and send him an email and saying, did you know that we have a 30% off sale on game number 3?
Cool.
Yeah, so that is answering off this question. So let's play cleanup on this cell, and awesome. In the next video, we'll get started on the next question. Thanks very much.